Hi, I'm the WanderingNewbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the FF6 event, Strike Back at the Empire. As you would take from the name, it is a bunch of fights generally dealing with events pertaining with the Returners. So you got the River, Valley of the Esper, Infiltration through the Blackjack, Molbiz, which I guess not really, and then South Figure. Okay, maybe it kind of falls off near the end. I guess it's more dealing with Edgar, but whatever. It's good. I was thinking like, yeah, this is a returner-based event, and then I started looking at the levels. I'm like, this is not a returner-based event at all. Edgar and Celis. Then why Molbiz? Why the stage that is generally associated with Terra? Anywho. The boss rush is high security. It's the two bosses that you fight in the factory during the escape. It's 24 and 128. Who? Technically, are both bosses in 14 as well, if we want to keep that train rolling. Now, show me something good down at the bottom. All stuff we've seen before. I know that 100%. That joke was accidental. I mean, we could just go with the classic here. But we will be seeing that later tonight as well, so maybe not. There we go. There's the good shit. Make that a tiny bit bigger. Not that big in case I cut weird. Yeah, there we go. And right about there. Good. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, V-Prisoner. I kind of missed that. I don't keep 1,000% up on Japan news, so you'd have to fill me in on that. Also, hello, Strider. Well, hello, number. How are you today? And there's my coffee. So, number here, 24, actually does a barrier changing gimmick. So, it can be a little annoying to figure out. Sorry, I forgot how good this animation was. That reminds me, it's been a bit since I sat down and looked at the Soul Break animation YouTube channel that I follow there. Finally got that whole sentence out. I should do that. Get up to date on the new ones. This boy, 128, is... I could go more in depth of the gimmicks of 128, but we'll, for the most part, actually see that very shortly. All you gotta know is that he deals a lot of physical damage. And I think this version you can actually kill the arms and it helps. Not so much on a later one. Second verse, same as the first. Terra's blind because of her record materia. I get asked this a lot, but so her record materia on her is Echo's 99 record materia. It gives her like a 10% boost to magic with a blind, which doesn't matter for mages, so it's only a benefit. Actually, it might be 12% boost to magic. It's good. Oh, no, that's fine. I thought your name, for at least these streams, looks familiar. Or, not familiar. Well, it's familiar because I think I've seen you in Loon's chats, Lady Minerva. But I don't think I've seen you on the Record Keeper streams. But yeah. Generally, a lot of stat boosting. These things right here, if you look at the characters party setup on the left, these things right next to change Soul Break, these are some passives that you can equip on people. Most of my people have extra damage when wielding a weapon, but Terra just has a magic booster on hers. Generally, a lot of the magic booster things come with a downside. For instance, Vivi's, which is the best in the game, gives you 10% reduction to defense and resistance, which is substantial. Echo's being very powerful because all it does is blind you, and they thought somehow that blinding was enough of a detriment to a mage. I don't know what they were thinking, really. Also, these early fights are going to, because this might be the first time you're catching this, they're going to be pretty easy. The, as I like to call them, plus fights are pretty much, I can sleepwalk through them at this point. Newer players are harder. Oop. I need to switch up my pictures. That's not the right button. That's not the right button. There we go. I ran a hybrid character once, actually, and it was such a handful to actually get running and work properly. I have never tried to run a hybrid character again since. That one time, though, it worked. That one time when I ran Monk Shantoto. It would be really difficult, but you could get a hybrid character to work because there are some, like, buffs that you can do that are, like, 30 attack and 30 magic, and there are weapons like that give a pretty substantial buff to magic and attack. So like you could get it to work. It would just be not as effective as a pure character. So, as I was saying before, 128 was the lesser version of this boy, Inferno. Inferno super likes to throw a lot of physical attacks at you, and some magics. Luckily, a lot of his physicals are tauntable. Atomic Race, however, is not. That is a magic attack. Thankfully, we only need to kill the main body here, and the boss will fall. So we are just going to put the pressure on that main body. Yeah, that's another good point, is that there are several characters that are hybrids. The one that always comes to mind for me, because I do own his stuff, and it's very good, is Vayne from FF12. It was a very powerful boy, and kind of runs that I do both physical and magic very reliably. His stats are very even in both regards, and can equip a wide medley of weapons. So no matter what you need to run him as, he can pull it off. You're right. Go-Go does also run the both pretty well. Well, both Go-Go's are pretty much built to be pretty substantial in both regards, but I think 6 Go-Go is the more balanced of the two in a lot of what they get. Alright, we should be coming in right at 9 o'clock for the drop of the latter 4 fights. So, this boss is actually pretty substantial for a plus. Ultimate Buster comes with a lot of moves, can do stop, Ultima, counters, and has quite a few absorbs as well. Luckily, blindable and slowable. There we go. Okay. So I was wrong. Go-Go 6 is a hybrid. Go-Go 5 is a Sage. Alright. I knew they were both like weird mixes in their own regards. I guess I forgot the ways that they were. Alright. I got my slow equipped, got my tempos, got my shell for Ultima. Got my double hit summons. Alright, I should be good. No, Philip, not yet. We're saving you. Renault is hybrid as well, yeah. And he kind of pulls it off. He pulls it off pretty well. There are other characters like, say, Nabat, who is hybrid. She gets swords and can do support moves, but honestly, she's just a dark mage. She's dark. She's a dark support. She's a dark that can wrath. Don't try and bill her as anything else. Ultima. Alright. This may be a challenge. We shall see. If we can land this slow, it's going to be way easier. And we're going to have two sources for the slow, too. The slow guy is mainly to see if I can land the slow earlier than when I start using Tempo Flurry. Tempo Flurry. It is a 30% chance. Hey! Turn 1. Nice. That's going to help a ton. This went from being kind of a threat to probably not a threat at all. Let's see what Swiss Spell does. Ooh, you do counter, that's right. Yeah, the plus bosses tend to not to have like some vulnerability every now and then. And then the every now and then you get an ultimate or higher fight that doesn't have immunity. There's something. Which is nice when that happens. And generally they want you to utilize it. There was a really cool fight we had way long ago when FF10 was introduced, where one of the bosses would taunt, and the only way to break his taunt was to blind him. Which then, you know, did actually make the fight easier too, because, you know, one of the damage sources is blinded. Uh-oh. Prepping for Ultima, but is dead. Soul Burn is an interesting ability. For some reason they decided that we're going to add another element to Thief, but make it bad. This is an ability that it's a 4-hit, just like the other Thief abilities, but it gains potency the lower in health you are, which is the thing you generally don't try and do in Record Keeper. Earth Saber, though, is just an Earth version of Assault Saber, so very good. Physical Darkness is very good at that. Physical Darkness isn't going to be using that move. Like, here's a good... Actually, I'll have a team that has the move. So, Lazy Minerva. To put it in perspective, Thieves have a move another move. Not only do thieves not have a self-harming move, their main damage source is a healing move. When they release higher up abilities for Thief down the line, they are also healing moves. They created this gimmick for one move and then realized it was bad and ditched it. It was a really bad move, and it sucks because it was another source of fire damage. But the source blows for it. The source is not good. Hey! Got a free one. Yeah, unlocks new USB, which is, I believe, fire-based. Gets messed up because the thief move meant to be used with it sucks. Luckily, Locke does have access to shooter, so he can utilize it that way. Now, there may be more details dealing with Locke's new USB that I might be completely wrong on that with, but for now, Locke is a machine to output a chain, and that's about it. Now, Record Keeper, unless you are, as stated before, a dark physical user, is not a game that you want to stay at low health on. Who've just an LMR off of a full draw, it's not great. Still, it is an LMR nonetheless. No, this happens bad. See, I don't keep up to date with this stuff. I apologize then. Anywho, though. My father's Phantom. So, Moduin. You are seeing the base gimmick of Moduin. Moduin enters the fight and says, "Fuck your magic, actually." So for Moduin, you have to either run a physical team or a hybrid team that is going to do less damage at the start of the fight. But do note, you want to get this first part down as quickly as possible because you can't fucking heal! In hindsight, the USB I summoned gave me that I don't need to cast Shellgun. Also highlights me, the one guy that runs Flare Strike, because I love the animation for Flare Strike. Now, Moduin can actually cast a party-wide Dispel, which is really rough. but you're seeing the main thing here. Mondoin does not really attack that fast. The Protect will slow you down if you're going completely melee like me, but his defenses will not last that long. And let's squash him. Thank you for the follow, the bossa. Really, the only super scary thing about Mondoin here is if you get hit by that party-wide dispel. That's about it. Alright, up next though. Actually, I'm going to check out what this Gale hairpin does. It's one of those things, like I always should look up ahead of time what the accessory does. But I don't. Resist, stop, and sap. Ooh boy. Nice. Give us more stop resist. Yes, good. So the ultimate double plus is Blue Dragon. Does your normal stuff, strong water, aqua breath, of course, deals fixed damage. So that's pretty nasty. The big thing here is we'll use Ripper at set intervals. Ripper is exactly what you think it is. It is a white dispel. Staying wholly true to the original mechanics there. Weak to lightning, absorbs water. No stats effects. Look, it's the boy! It's your boy, Clued. Realized I hadn't used Clued in forever, so I decided to dust him off. Oh, you're right, Ripper did steal the stat buff. I think when I did my run, like, God, like fucking last year. It's been like a year already. Good, there's some audio problems in this track. Didn't download 100%. Good thing that it's a whatever track. Anywho, when I did my FF6 run, and I think I fought this boy, I think I blew him up too fast. Actually, let's test that real quick. Oh, right, God. Man, there's so much confusion about the end of Sid missions. Alright. Yep. Song just didn't download properly. Corrupted file. Oh well. That's just this song. That's not going to affect the battle music. Hopefully. Knocking on wood. I'm gonna guess the reason that I keep having that problem and you've never had that problem, be prisoner, with the audio messing up in the emulator, is because I use a fucked up old version. Because I'm wrong. To be fair, I haven't got an effect doubler in a really long time. Alright, we're probably gonna get hit by Ripper soon. Nice. So we're going to be extremely slow for a little bit here. Due to the fact that I do not want to... I cannot recast my thing just yet. But I can get double casts for days. That physical attack, though. So if this all goes according to plan, nice and perfectly, we get everything back up. And now the rest of the fight is simple. I think Ultimate Tsunami might be piercing, and because I have resists on everyone, it's not doing that much. Like, the piercing is kind of whatever, because piercing attacks are generally, they deal less damage once you do stat reduction, and then if you count in the percentile reduction from status or accessories, yeah. Ooh, but... now remember, Aqua Breath is just base damage. And that's gonna be fight. Yeah, I've heard that Edgar gets a huge buff this patch and becomes a complete and utter monster. Yeah, I'm guessing the same thing. I'm guessing that Aqua Breath is probably a split damage thing. Okay, now let's get to the real shit, Apocalypse fights. So, Holy Dragon here. So, uses holy attacks, and I confirmed this by watching a Japanese video. They are based on the mind stat, or magic stat. They are not mind based, they are magic based. you can use magic reduction here. Physical attacks are countered with Dispel. Don't bring a physical team. If you can help it, do not bring physical, because you're going to have a bad day. Apocalypse Saintly Beam imperils you. Again, you're going to have a bad day. Go with, what's it called? Holy Resist for your accessories to try and counteract the stacking imperil. It's real nasty. Nope, not what I'm looking for. There we go. Alright, 9. This will be 11. Also, did they update this? Didn't they used to use the really bad sprites for FF? Like screenshot sprites for FF6? Or was that only 7 that they did that? Or not 7, God. 5. It was only 5, okay. Man, I'm down to like the last quarter of my coffee already. Hello, my rival. Get some reduction in there immediately. And then following that, we'll get the good shit in there. Okay. You've made your point. However, consider X-Death. So the big thing about Holy Dragon is he doesn't actually have a weakness. It begins in peril. Lordy-Lou, please calm down. Let's see if Bahamut is going to get more damage than Flare. Eventually, when I get Power of the Void up, That's going to increase my damage and increase my defense a lot. Also, he goes very fast. In case you were curious. The Dagon is fast. It's time to power up. Powerful. Okay, Void. Engage. Here is the Void, and witness it. Recast wall, and get ready to go. You sure are a problem now. There. Every buff is back up. Though it's not like Terra really needs any help. Oh, there we go. Those are those good numbers. Those numbers I like. That was bad. That's not good. Oh boy. Hit. Triple imperil. Well, can't get worse than this. Something funny about it physical attacking. And here it comes. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Quadruple imperil. What if? This is to go a step beyond. Hoofa! Please stop. Actually, I'd prefer if you didn't. And here comes the Holy. Yep, I know your pattern now. I know your fucking pattern. Oh god, Valley. Save me, Valley Ramonda! See? Doesn't get any worse. Oh. That almost got out of hand. Well, that's the thing, Virgil. Imperils don't stack higher. Imperils only stack to 3. Also, it would only be 5. And Imperil is 20% more damage. Everybody starts at, what's it called? 100%. Okay. Zurvan, the demon. So, hey, why did we get that stop sap accessory? That's why. Demon starts to protect and haste. Keep that in mind. Fire and lightning. So, if he hits with stop, nice. Thank you for the host, Loon. We're about to step into the demon. If anybody does get stopped, they instantly KO. If they don't recover in a turn. So that's really rough. Has an AoE at set intervals. Has some really rough stuff. Has one physical attack, Ultimate Turfing, which does lower defensive resistance. It's a different debuff than wall, so you won't lose your wall. Weak to fire and poison, of all things. Now, I need to double check my team. Oh no, I do have a Dispel. Yes. Okay. We're good. However, I'm going to swap. I think this book does anything special for you. I think it's just... yeah, it's a sleep resist. Nice. Thank you for the host, Doc. I'm gonna guess an arcade pit is ending. Oh, this boss is super rude. Welcome to Apocalypse Double Pluses. It's also a rube. You're also not wrong there. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can slap a mind booster on you. You're not gonna be attacking. I'd rather your mind be higher. Just in case. And there we go. And I need a Divine Veil Grimoire. There we go. Okay, this is gonna be 15. This is gonna be 14. Oh, Zurvan always floated. That's his thing. He floats. He's a powerful float boy. Yeah, technically he's flying. See? Look at him flap. You can see him flapping. Man, look at this sprite move. What a good fucking sprite. Damn. Okay. I should have casted wall and I didn't with somebody. Yep, that seems about right. Man, all these bits coming in. Thank you for the bits, Yggdrasil. Thank you for the bits, PA. I'm actually going to take the 1 stamina loss just so I can get a better video cut in here. This is a really bad lineup. Oh dear. I may have to eat another one. I just realized that Riku has on her power breakdown and not magic breakdown. Don't know how I made that mistake. We'll see how that goes. It's not going to go well. You know, one's red, one's pink. We make mistakes. Haha, nope. That seems about right. Lord. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I need that magic breakdown. There we go. Much better. This is okay. I think another option, and I might try this out, is because we're taking a roaming warrior with Hastaga on it, we could swap out Tyro for Minfilia, which will give us Last Stand. Or not Tyro, Razmo. What was that gross noise that makes? So that's gonna hit Riku really hard. Not really, actually. I was gonna say because of Ultimate Turfing. Unless it's Apocalypse Turfing, that's the real problem move. I can't remember. We'll find out. But you can see how the damage here is more manageable because I actually have a proper breakdown. Alright, let's get an attack defense down. lower that defense even more. And a defense resistance down. It's time for damage. Them's good numbers. Alright, so we're starting to get the counterfire augas. This is where it's going to become truly nasty. Get another debuff in there. Oof, getting a little bit extreme. This may be close, actually. Oof-ah. Savior of the universe. Please stop, actually. Oh, we're so close. Fast. Oh, get him. Oh boy. Yeah, my good boy. Double cast. Okay, it's faster. Ida! Woo! That was rough. Alright, so 2 more fights to do. Luckily these are the victory laps. We have a boss rush, a Sid mission version of the Ultimate Double Plus, a jump start, multiplayer, and then banner looks. No, probably not, because I don't think we're getting duplicate rewards. There was even a notification pushed out that's like, if you complete a mission, it stays completed. If you collect the rewards, they stay collected. Ugh. Oh yeah, no, submissions will still be around. They'll just be in Accolade Archive instead. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Phase 2. Which is like still a little rough, but not gonna be quite as bad. The move, though. The bosses weren't bad, honestly. Demon got a little rough, but I feel as though he's doable. Dice. And lucky number 2. Damn. Only 2. Would have been better using a breakdown. Oh my god, this boss takes forever due to that middle phase. There. Alright, jumpstart time. Hello, Holy Dragon, back again. Oh my god, please. I'll take it. Okay, there. Whoops, I forgot to sub other things in. Whatever, I'll do enough damage. Everybody's powerful. Cool move, Ash. God. Sometimes. See, when the emulator has issues like that, I don't mind, because it's cute. Oh, this could be going faster. See, that's what that's supposed to look like. And then it happens again. Okay. That's exactly what that's supposed to look like. It's the downside of Imperial Edict. You just can't see for a little bit. This fight just takes forever. I don't really have as good of mage teams as physical, so they generally just take way longer to pop off for me. And third time's a charm. I have no idea what you're talking about. Dunzo, finally. Alright. Multiplayer? Multiplayer. I mean, like, the other thing is, I have very few mage USBs. Like, I just tend to not get any. It's very odd and weird. It's just how my luck pans out. No game. No. I need to step away for a hot moment. I will start this up when I get back. So people hop in. Well, fuck. Nope, never mind. The torments and missions, I'm pretty sure, are going away. It's why they gave us a bunch of shit to, like, all the potions and stuff to do them before then. I was muted. Sorry. I don't know how long I was muted for, but, well, I was muted. Yeah, I can't reshuffle everything, so I'm just gonna get everybody's moves off. Done. Now to examine banners. Nice. So, and we'll just talk about this one at the top of the list. I can't remember if these two were... No, those are the same ones that we had before. Dream Roll Draws. They exist. They're money. They always seem to have a problem loading in for me. I wouldn't recommend the Overstrike one. Legend Material one is pretty good though. Overstrike, super not really worth it. Okay, let's get into these. Way of the Phoenix. Arcane out of 10. Fire based. That's it. Burning Spirit. Deal 10 ranged fire non-elemental to one enemy in fire. Move delay the user's actions for one turn. EX mode. Attack increase causes fire abilities to trigger a follow-up. So, yes, this is sort of meant to be used with the new Thief Fire ability, but it sucks. But, so use it with Ruby Spark instead. Pretty much. That's the bullet point. Sorry, Locke. Wetted Blade for Celis. 10 physical holy ice. Wind, non-elemental. Absorb black magic. Black and white magic. Temporarily increase the damage user spellblades monitor amount and cause user spellblades to double cast. And I believe that is Hungry Spellblade double cast. So it allows her to hit a lot of elements because there's no specific one that she really needs to go into. Really, really good in that regard. It's sort of like a Bart Spellblade, but a little better. Royal Brotherhood. 10 ranged physical, poison, fire, lightning to one target. Grant ability boost to Machinist's abilities and enter Machinery EX. Reduces the delay of Machinist's actions and causes poison, fire, and lightning Machinist's abilities to trigger a follow-up Enfeeble, which has a chance to imperil based on what element you used. This is really good, and with his LMRs, or his Legend Materias just in general, this allows him to do some really stupid amount of damage. Obviously poison will be harder to do with, but poison doesn't exist, so who cares? Heat of Passion for Locke. In fire, 2 quick actions. Very good for comboing into Ruby Spark and the like. Longinus, Trifecta Drill. Deal 8 physical poison, fire, lightning to one enemy. Raise the user's attack and defense 30%. Remove delay from the user's actions for one turn and enter burst mode. Command 1 is 2 range physical fire. Small chance to lower its fire resistance, or physical poison fire. Small chance to lower its fire resistance a small amount. Command 2 is range poison lightning with a lightning imperil chance. Very, very good, and the reduced delay and his double cast on dive makes this very nice. So you can get some real comboing going there. On the Hunt. 8 ranged physical fire non-elemental, infuse fire, enter burst mode. Command 1 is 4 physical fire with a reduced delay. Command 2 is 2 physical fire with a attack steal. This is serviceable. It's okay. It's an in fire with a steal and attack breakdown on it. This can do work in the long run, and it's an okay combo into Ruby Spark. That's about it. It's very middle of the road. Invincible Blade is ridiculously powerful. Deal 8 physical holy ice to one target. Enter a runic. Raise user's attack and defense 30%. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is 4 physical holy. Increase the damage of spell blade for 2 turns. Physical holy ice, sorry. Command 2 is 2 physical holy ice with an attack defense bargain. This will do a ton of damage in the long run, and does allow her to combo really well into a smattering of abilities, including Snowspell Strike and Assault Saber. God, sorry. The problem is that it doesn't synergize with Knight quite as much. But in the long run, it's still pretty okay. It's your only source of Holy Spellblade if you need that. That said, the Runic and the attack boosts and the Spellblade boosts and everything associated with that are very, very powerful. So, this is still very good. Godhand. Perdition's Phoenix. Deal between 7 and 10 physical fire, in fire, and enter burst mode. Number of attacks depends on the user's attack. Command 1 is 4 physical fire with an attack defense boost 10%. Stacks up to 8 times though. Command 2 is a 2 physical fire AoE. The Flame Cannon allows you to get to some ridiculous attack levels. But it's also a stat ramp on the command, so really this burst is best used for an in fire to synergize with Fires Within or Burning Rush. Take your pick. It does not really do too much on its own with that that stat ramp on command 1. God, there's a lot of bursts on this. Love Serenade. Grant haste to all allies. Temporarily raise magic and mind 30%. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is an instant single target heal with major regen. Command 2 is a single magic holy hit with a magic breakdown. A lot of versatility on this, and that's really it. The Hastaga with a magic mind buff is really good for mage teams, and it does let Mog do that nice split build of both being a healer and a magic break. Just gives him that good utility that we know and love from Mog. Genji Shield, Master Machines. Small chance to triple cast Monarchist abilities. To do it 3 times. This is very nice for Edgar. With this and his Legend Dive, he pretty much becomes Machinus Bartz. It's real nice. Burning Desire. Start the battle and fired. It's okay. It has utility. It allows you to combo into Burning Ruby Spark and really any of his Soul Breaks. Celsus Cloak. Small chance for Spell Blades to trigger twice. Pretty good. It's weird that it boosts Holy and the Spell Blade. That's weird. But she does have some good utility as a Spellblader, as you saw from her VSB. So, this can work in the long run. Vishnu's Vest. Increase user's attack up to moderate amount. It's stat boost on Monk. It's not very good. Stat boost really isn't too good because you're generally hitting the stat cap anyway. And that's about it. So you got an Arcane, an okay USB, a good USB, a good USB. And a pretty alright Glint. And some pretty good bursts all over, and some pretty decent Legend materia with, you know, one not so great one right here. So all in all, it's a pretty good Fire Ice banner with a little bit of healing mixed in for whatever reason. And luckily, if you land anything for Edgar, he can double as a Lightning Boy as well. Poison's fake. Well, shit. Yes! Hell yeah. It continues. Fantastic. I'm gonna do the fire banner last. I should have did that first, actually. And you know, let me just take care of this while I have my mind on it. So, start at the top with Leo's Shock in Peril. 10 physical Earth Holy to one target, attack defense 30%, temporarily increase Night abilities by 30, and cause the user's Night abilities to trigger follow-up Way of the Blade, dealing 4 physical Earth Holy non-elemental to one enemy. This gives a lot of versatility to Leo. That follow-up oh, that's an attack defense to all allies. Yes, that's very, very nice. And the follow-up does allow him to combo off of Assault, or off of Holy and Earth abilities. No issue. So, yeah, all in all, Shock and Peril is a very good Night ability. Chain out of 10. Atomic Dive is a 11 hit with a defense resistance break. It is Chain out of 10. I use it. It works perfectly. Omen. Pretty old, but still really good. 10 Magic Fire, non-elemental, to one target, infused with fire. Enter EX mode that reduces the delay of the user's actions and increases magic by 30%. This EX mode, I believe, also lasts a little longer than normal EX modes, so it's even better in that regard. Very good for Terra, and allows her to go kind of crazy as far as fire damage is concerned. Divine Portrait. Instant heal a large amount to the party, grant Stone Skin, and remove delay from their actions for one turn. Really, really powerful for just that instant heal, a barrier, and just let the team keep going real good. all in all, I can't say anything bad about this. This is really solid. Thief Knife. Mirage Phoenix is old. 5 physical fire holy to all targets with an imperil. Command 1 is a attack mag down and steal, small. Command 2 is a 4 single target hit for holy fire. You're doing this for the imperil probably. The imperil is really nice. I own this and haven't used it in forever, but that's me. And I guess, yeah, Command 1 is a better buff, but actually you say that, but 9 times out of 10 I'm using an attack mag buff, so I don't know. I give or take either one of the 2 BSBs. I guess the attack mag down is pretty nice, so there is that. I don't know. I don't rank his BSBs very high. Finding Love for Terra. 8 magic fire non-elemental to 1 target. Infuse fire. Enter burst mode. Command 1 is a 4-hit fire. Deals more damage. Has a higher potency if the target is vulnerable or slightly weak. Command 2 is a 2-hit AoE with a mag defense bargain. It's alright. It's a pretty standard BSB. But really, her original BSB was super bad, so she kind of needed an update. It's passable, but in this day and age, you're going to be using her for like Meltdown or Chain Fire Aga. It does have a decent Command 1 potency, so there is that. Star Prism. 3 White Magic Holy with a Cura level AoE heal and Last Stand enter burst mode. Command 1 is an instant single target heal. Command 2 is an AoE. This is still really good just for the Last Stand. I wish it didn't have the offensive stuff to it. It's pretty old. And if it didn't have the offensive stuff, I feel like that would be a Curaga heal, which would put it way better in my regard. It's still really good, and the instant heal in Command 1 can save your butt, and it does have a medical command, so can't really ask for too much more in that regard. Leo's Warrior's Warrior. God. 8 physical holy earth to 1 target. Temporarily raise the attack and resistance of all allies and enter burst mode. Command 1 is 2 physical holy earth to 1 target. Boosts knight abilities for 2 turns. Command 2 is 2 physical holy earth to all targets. And Sentinel. So this is a burst built to synergize with the Bringer abilities. You're meant to Command 2, Command 1, and then go into Guardbringer or Earthbringer. That's about it. It gets that job done very well, and the attack resistance buff to the party is also really, really good. Now, because I say you're supposed to use Earth and Guardbringer, doesn't mean you can't use the Assault. The Saber moves, I guess, is the better thing to say. Still works very well with those. So, to each their own. Harness the Fiend. Deal 8 magic dark poison to random targets. Infuse dark, enter burst mode. Command 1 is a 2-hit magic dark poison. And lower the target's magic a small amount. This stacks up to 3 times. Command 2 is 3 to 6 hits, mattering on the stacks of Fiend Triad. This is Squall's BSB2 format on a mage. Dark, it's alright. It does pretty good work from what I've heard. So yeah. And I think Kefka gets double cast black on, or double cast dark on his dive. So Yeah, it synergizes even better that way. Although this is black magic, so maybe it doesn't synergize that well. Master's Voice. Deal 7 physical ice, non-elemental to all targets, temporarily infused with ice, enter burst mode. Command 1 is Take Aim. Heal somebody for a percentage for 40% of their health, and remove delay from their action. Frozen Mist is 3 physical ice to one target, and lower the user and give an attack resistance bargain. So yes, the nice thing about this is that Take Aim can really enable some other people by giving them instant turns. I've seen some silly shit done with Umaro in this as like sort of an off healer that's allowing your DPS to do work. So all in all, this does work. It is a very silly BSB because it's like sort of off the beaten path, but it does do things very well. And also, yeah, you can give him Icicle Shot and he does work. Okay, Legend Materia. Age of Shield. More physical damage with a sword equipped. Perfect. Yep, just give him more damage with the sword. No questions. Small chance for offensive fire abilities to trigger twice. Yep, that's good on Terra. She is the fire mage. Realm's Hat. Small chance to enable an ally to avoid one magic attack when healing them with a single target white magic ability. It's alright. She does have that instant heal on her BSB, so that's really nice. And, you know, not going to pass up a free Magic Blink. I think that's her LMR 2, because I think her first one is Double Cast. Kefka gets offensive dark abilities to trigger twice. Now, this is Darkness, not Dark Element, I think. So, doesn't synergize with his BSB. Realm does not get W-Cast. That is her LMR1. Okay, so this does work with all dark abilities. Okay. I mean, I'd believe it. Though that isn't the symbol for dark. That's the symbol for darkness. So who knows? 25% chance to dual cast abilities that deal dark damage. There you go. Okay. Yep. So good for him. And works with his BSB. And that's it. So, overall, very nice. Good. 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 It's outdated, honestly. Like 1000% just outdated. It's decent. It's still does work. Does work. Good damage. Weird, but good. Decent. Decent. I'm not going to turn it down. And decent. So, all in all, both these banners, very, very nice. It's been a long time since we've seen bad banners, honestly. Alright, now for the Fire Banner. First up is Red Scorpion. This is the Mage Chain. It's 11 hits and reduced delay of all allies' actions for 2 turns. A very nice chain. It's that other type. There's no buff to it, but it lets... Well, you know what I mean. There's no, like, last stand or anything like that. It just gets your team going real fast. Beyond the Twilight. 10 magic fire, non-elemental, in fire, magic resistance 30% boost, calls black magic abilities to hungry cast. So, very good for VB. Fantastic for VB. Burning Duel. I have this. Instant 12 physical fire to one target, temporarily infused with fire, attack defense 30%, just and cause critical hits to cause a 4-hit follow-up. Now, this is weird. It's really strong and very powerful, and especially very good with his dive that gives you a quick cast on crits. But you need some crit fix on him. That said, some level 8 crit Magicite is pretty good to do that crit fix, and if you have a 50% to give him, even better. But he does need a bit of crit fix for this to properly pop off. Makara. Deal 10 ranged physical fire non-elemental to one target, reduce delay of the user's actions for one turn, in fire, and cause Machinist abilities to reduce delay of the user's actions for one turn. So, he really wants you to cycle Burning Snipe, Flame Offering. Just, yo, use the fire moves. I just infired myself. Use the fire moves. Go fast. It's good. Magic Fury. Deal 6 magic, fire, lightning, ice to all targets. Raise the party's magic and resistance 30% and enter burst mode. Glimmering Hope is 4 magic, fire, lightning, ice to one target. Command 2 is 2 magic, fire, non-elemental with a magic defense bargain. Just solid. It's sort of like a resistance version of Rain's BSB without the quick cast and just hitting multiple elements. The buff is really nice, and self-buff allows him to just pop off. It's really, really solid. Fiery Meteor Barret. Deal 8 physical fire non-elemental to one target, infuse fire, enter burst mode. Deal 4 physical fire with command 1. Deal 3 physical fire to one target and increase the damage of monk abilities for 3 turns. It's okay. It's alright. The Infire is there. I would probably command 2 and then Fires Within. That's about it. It doesn't bring anything new to the table. It's just Infire. Spark of Change. Deal ranged physical fire non-elemental to 8 random targets in peril and enter burst mode. Oil Bomb is 2 ranged physical fire. Moderate chance to lower its fire resistance a small amount. Command 2 is Flame Ignition. Deal 4 ranged physical fire non-elemental. Deal more damage each time the user has used Oil Bomb. It's not good. The damage is super low on this. It's meant for you to stack imperils, but you're not going to get damage. You're better off using, like, Flame Offering than doing anything in this. Like, hands down. Galleon Beast. Deal 6 physical or magic fire, and grant all allies a berry that reflects damage. Enter burst mode. Attack types, mattering on what is the higher stat. Claw of the Damned is 4 physical fire non-elemental. Deals more damage if doomed. Command 2 is Howl of the Damned. Deal 4 magic fire. Deals more damage if doomed. Before they actually fix commands, to just be like, hey, we can also do what the burst entry does. And really, this is, like, you're not going to be using the commands on him. You're going to be using abilities. The commands have a lower multiplier. And they're also type darkness. It's weird. The Reflect Barrier is very nice, though. It's super good. It does give Vincent some versatility, though. That if you want somebody else to do stuff, they can. And if you're doomed, apparently, I'm seeing from the chat, the multipliers are pretty decent. Yeah, the Howl of the Damned has a better multiplier than Chainfire Aga if you're doomed. So, consider that. He can be a pretty decent mage with this. And Bartz's Fire Burst. It's Bartz's Fire Burst out of 10, but let's just do, you know, the needful. 8 physical fire, non-elemental to one target. Infuse fire, enter burst mode. Command 1 is 4 physical fire to one target. Command 2 is 3 physical fire and increase spellblade damage. Bart's Fire Burst out of 10. They gave Bart's away to Infire and boost Spellblade damage. That's about it. Unbridled Enthusiasm. Start and fired. Solid. Untamed Spirit. Begin the battle with crit hit chance temporarily set to 50%. This combos ridiculously well with his USB and just with his character overall, especially his Legend Dive, which gives you a chance for quick cast. Goggle Mask. Chance for Machinist abilities to trigger twice. Pretty decent on Bothier. It allows him to do some pretty good shenanigans with his abilities and his breaks. Vincent's Bandana. Small chance for offensive fire abilities to trigger twice. The wording on this is very kind because it allows you to run him as physical or magic. All in all, very nice for Vincent's kit. And Maximilian. Small chance for Spellblades to trigger 3 times. Again, why is this different wording than Edgar's? But who knows. Triple cast Spellblade synergizes fantastically with all of Bart's kit. So, to review. Chain out of 10. Good. 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 Pretty decent. In Fire is alright. No, actually. Pretty good. Pretty good. 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 And good. Honestly, the Fire Banner is pretty nice. Yeah, Edgar's is literally exactly the same. It says 2 more times. Whereas Bart's is 3 times when he uses a Spellblade, which is the original cast and 2 more times. Again, wording being weird for the sake of making the wording weird. All in all this stuff is good. This is a fantastic Fire Banner. If you need fire boosts specifically, the Fire Banner is perfect. Maybe it's a sword. It is not sword. And I believe we're done. So I'm going to do an outro. Well, that's it for the FF6 event. Currently, I don't know what's next because the calendar hasn't updated yet. It might be FF4? I cannot remember, honestly. So, I'm over here. Oh, it might be 15. It's 15. It's the Ignis? The Chef Boy event. That's what it is. Right. It just hit me. So, yeah. I'll see you then.